10 things about the March equinox. On Sunday, March 20th, 2016, the day and night will be of almost equal duration at most time zones in the world. Here are 10 facts about the March equinox you might not know. 2. It's the first equinox of the year. The second equinox, the September equinox, takes place on or around September 22nd every year. It's the southern hemisphere's spring equinox, and is called the autumnal, fall equinox, in the northern hemisphere. 3. It marks the first day of spring. In the northern hemisphere, astronomers and scientists use the March equinox as the start of spring, which ends on the June solstice, when astronomical summer begins. For meteorologists, on the other hand, spring in the northern hemisphere begins 3 weeks before the March equinox on March 1st and ends on May 31st. 4. It happens at a specific time everywhere in the world. While cultures around the world celebrate the whole day as the March equinox, the equinox in reality occurs at a specific moment in time. It is the exact moment the sun crosses the celestial equator, the imaginary line in the sky above the Earth's equator, from south to north. At this moment, the Earth's axis is neither tilted away from nor towards the sun. In 2016, this will happen on March 20th, at 4:30 a.m., but for locations that are at least 4 hours behind Dutch, this event will occur on March 19th. This is because of the time zone difference. 5. The date of the equinox can vary. Remember when spring equinox was celebrated on March 21st? Well, remember again, because the last time that happened was in 2007 and the next time it will happen is in 2101. Contrary to popular wisdom, the March equinox can take place on March 19th, 20th or 21. In the 21st century, the March equinox has only occurred twice on March 21st, 2003 and 2007. A March 19th equinox will be more frequent during the last decades of the century. Note, these dates are based on the time of the equinox and not. Due to time zone differences, locations ahead of us may celebrate the March equinox a day later, and locations behind us may celebrate it a day earlier. 6. Equal day and night. Conventional wisdom suggests that on the equinox everybody on Earth gets to experience a day and night of equal lengths, 12 hours of daylight and 12 hours of nighttime. In fact, the name equinox is derived from the Latin words equus, meaning equal, and nox, meaning night. 7. But not quite. In reality though, most places on Earth get to see more daylight than nighttime on the equinoxes. This is because of 2 reasons: how sunrise and sunset is defined and atmospheric refraction of sunlight. Most locations of the Earth, except those on the equator, do have almost equal day and night twice a year. The dates for this event, which is also known as equinox, depend on the location's latitude and can be a few days before or after the equinoxes. 8. It isn't the only day you can balance an egg on its end. Every year on the spring equinox, we hear about how it is the only day of the year when an egg can be perfectly balanced on its end. Many try it, and those who fail are told that they didn't try it at the exact time of the equinox. The truth, however, is that there is nothing magical about the equinox or the time it occurs. You can balance an egg perfectly on its end on any other day. Don't believe us? Try it yourself. 9. But it's only one of 2 days you can do this experiment. To do this experiment, you'll need a straight stick or a long wooden ruler, a protractor and a compass. Find an empty space such as a park, or a parking lot where there are few tall buildings, trees or hills to obstruct the sun. Find your location's latitude. Subtract this number from 90. This will be the angle you will affix the stick in the ground. If you are in the northern hemisphere, use your compass to find the south, and point the stick in that direction. If you are in the southern hemisphere, point the stick or the ruler to the north. Using the protractor, fix the stick in the ground at the angle you just calculated. Remember to point it in the direction opposite to the hemisphere you are on. Wait till noon and see the shadow of the stick disappear. At noon, the stick will have no shadow at all. You can only do this experiment twice a year, on the March equinox and the September equinox. 10. It's celebrated around the world. Many cultures around the world hold feasts and celebrate festivals and holidays to mark the March equinox.
For the Muslim community in particular, the optics are still really bad.
Thank you for watching,
And
liking, subscribing, and sharing my videos.
Really
and I'd like to say a big thank you to everyone who's booked a personal session with me. Love you all. Thank you very much. Okay, so...
Honestly, if a Muslim family moved next door to you, you would be the happiest person in the world. First of all, the chances of your kids getting in trouble just went way down, okay? Went way down, because the Muslim community has the lowest crime rate, the highest entrepreneurship, the highest educational attainment for women in the country. They are the model American community. And so when you have people who are now afraid to come here, and that's starting to happen, you have geniuses who are from Pakistan, who are from Indonesia, who now that I don't know if I'm safe here, that becomes an economic problem for America long term. So that we're starting to do stuff here that doesn't make good sense for what has made us great so far, and the optics are still very bad.
And that's why Pat McCrory lost North Carolina.
There's a difference between what Van is talking about and looking at what just happened in Ohio. Somebody who came in here and was not vetted seriously well. I mean, if he had postings.
Well, yeah. He's 18 years old. It came, what, in 2014?
Like
so he was
but
15?
Anderson, what I'm saying is we had, what, 2 of the 9/11 hijackers who were floating around with their visas expired. We had San Bernardino. These things are happening, and people are winding up dead. Right. Clearly, the system is not working.
We've had 3 refugees do something bad out of millions.
He's saying thousands
He's saying one of the families of the dead.
He's saying thousands pouring in. We have no idea who they are.
There's a term that the Border Patrol uses. It's OTM, other than Mexicans coming in. So there is truth to the fact that there are lots of people coming in, thousands probably. I don't know the exact number because we don't have that control on it.
I think there is no doubt that when foreign government tries to
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin ar-Rahman ar-Rahim Malik Yawmiddin Iyyak na'budu wa iyyak nasta'in Ihdina as-siratal mustaqim siratal ladzina an'amta alayhim ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. Amen. The English translation of that is, in the name of Allah, most compassionate, most merciful, praise be to Allah, the cheer sustainer of the worlds, most compassionate, most merciful, master of the day of judgment. Thee do we worship. Show us the straight way, the way of those on whom thou hast bestowed thy grace, those whose portion is not wrath, and those who go not astray. And with that, I welcome you to another episode of the History, Community, Life, and Diversity of Muslim Americans in New England. I am Hassan Rashid, your host, and I'll be here with you for approximately 25 more minutes. It's excellent being here with you once again, and it's such a great achievement to come into your lives once again like we do here every day at CCTV. So with that, I extend the international universal cordial of peace out to you in the Arabic language, and that is Assalamu alaikum. Okay, alrighty, okay, as you've seen from the opening video, it's still March, and you know March is the time of the spring equinox, and I have a little something special here for you because we're still in the March, and you know March was International Women's Day, and it was also Women's Week in some places. Some places it was International. It was International Women's Month. But March, we're right at the end of March now. Late March. We're late March. A few more days, it'll be April, and but we're still in March, and March is still officially International Women's Month. And I like to bring this to your attention if you're still not aware of it. For some reason, it's slipped your attention, or maybe Well, this is about a woman, a very famous woman. She was really great, and very few women today can walk in her shoes. And that's Harriet Tubman, escaped slave Harriet Tubman. And she is to be on the front of the $20 bill. I don't know if the president has created an executive order to reverse the fact that Harriet Tubman will be on a $20 bill. But there's a controversy swirls around the decision to put abolitionist Harriet Tubman on the front of the $20 bill and move slave-owning and anti-abolition Andrew Jackson to the back of the bill. Tubman was not content to escape slavery herself, dedicating her life to freeing others from slavery. The story is told that Tubman had been beaten so badly around her head that she suffered seizures the rest of her life. Many see a poetic justice in Tubman's supplanting Jackson in the front and relegating him to the back of the bill. In addition to being a slave holder, he also played a significant role as president in the genocide of Native Americans. Admitting Jackson's grisly support of slavery and genocidal colonialism, says some, doesn't negate his positive contribution as populist companion who worked for the rights of common man and the struggle against elite who obstruct their rights. President scholar Barbara Perry noted about Jackson. He also explained America's democracy beyond only white male property owners. Jackson, democracy she said, while acknowledging that the progress did not include blacks or women, she said it's not something that should be published. Well, today we're well beyond that, and we celebrate all of the great works and activities women from our past history here in the Western Hemisphere, and Harriet Tubman happened to be one of the most outstanding women that we have known, and she will be appearing on the $20 bill. That is, if the president hasn't put the axe to that and taken her off the $20 bill. I don't know if they're in circulation now. I haven't seen any yet, but I'm looking forward to seeing Miss Harriet Tubman, the late and great Harriet Tubman, on the front of the $20 bill. Okay, another local thing I'd like to bring to your attention. Senator, excuse me, not Senator, but Mayor E. Denise Simmons is, along with the Cambridge Public Library, sponsoring Meet the Syracuse 8 night at the Sullivan Chamber, City Hall, at the Cambridge City Hall, the Sullivan Chamber. And they're sponsoring Meet the Syracuse 8. That's Tuesday, April 18, 2017, from 6 to 8 p.m. at Sullivan Chamber. And you're going to meet that evening, you're going to meet Alif Muhammad, Greg Allen, and John Loban of the Syracuse 8. Leveling the playing field, okay, tells a story of the African-American members of the 1969-70 Syracuse University football team who petitioned their team for access to the same academic tutoring made available to white teammates, better medical care for all team members, starting assignments based on merit rather than race, and a discernible effort to racially integrate the coaching staff, which had been all white since 1898. They boycotted the spring 1970 practice, and 7 of them were dismissed from the team. Here's the story from the perspective of Alif Muhammad, Greg Allen, and John Loban, members of the Syracuse 8, and they'll be here in Cambridge on April 18, 2017 at the City Hall, Cambridge City Hall. It's from 6 to 8 p.m. in the Sullivan Chamber, and this event will be sponsored by our own mayor, the Office of Mayor E. Denise Simmons, and the Cambridge Public Library. So you don't want to miss that date, and I advise you to get on out there. You might see me out there too. Okay, right here, as far as CCTV, you can still come in and okay, I got another announcement to make about CCTV before I get to that one. This recently we just had last day for nominations for the board of directors of CCTV, and that's over now. So the next step is the annual meeting in the process of electing board members, and that's where they're going to be elected, at the annual meeting right here, April 26th of CCTV. So if you haven't made arrangements to attend that event, you can call 617-661-6900. That's the election, rather the annual meeting of the CCTV's of CCTV, which includes members, non-members, everybody from all over the city will be there. Plus, especially featured at that event will be the election of the CCTV board. So the nominations are in. The deadline for nominations closed. Now the next step is the April 26th annual meeting. So you'll be there. You'll be here for that. We're at 438 Massachusetts Avenue, right in the heart of Central Square. Okay. And one more thing about CCTV, you can still come in and host your own TV show, live TV show. That's right, at the Cambridge Community Television, 438 Mass in Central Square, and talk to Cambridge about the issues that matter to you. No technical experience. Wait a minute. There's some technical difficulty. Let me get me back out here. Okay. Here I am. Okay, no technical experience are necessary, but weekly, bi-weekly, monthly slots available. Tune in for afternoon, evening shows Sunday through Friday on Channel 9 in Cambridge. That's what this is right here, Channel 9. And streaming live at cctvcambridge.org. Call 617-661-69 to sign up or visit or for additional information at cctvcambridge.org. Host for more information. That's hosting your own TV show here at CCTV, okay? And keep up with our weekly TV highlights to see what's playing on Channel 8. We have Channel 8, we have Channel 9, we have Channel 96. That's www.cctvcambridge.org /highlights. Okay. Okay, I guess I better bring this to your attention too, because I know a lot of you out there file taxes, yearly taxes, and you pay a lot of money. You pay a little money or whatever, the cost of filing taxes. Well, you don't have to do that. There's free tax preparations, and that's for you right here in Cambridge. So if you'd like to get your tax prepared for absolutely free, you can contact the Cambridge Economic Opportunities Committee, Incorporated, 11 Emmons Street, Cambridge, Mass. And their telephone number is 617-868-2900. And you can also fax them. That's a 617-868-2395 for additional information on how you can get free tax preparation, okay? CEOC, that's the acronym for Cambridge Economic Opportunities Committee, provides free tax preparation as an IRS certified volunteer tax income tax assistance site. CEO wants low-income earners to take full advantage of the EITC, but also to keep the full amount of benefit by avoiding the use of predatory for-profit tax preparers. Okay, CEOC can also assist individuals in applying for individual taxpayers identification numbers. That's ITIN. Okay, CCOT will begin its tax pressure. Well, it's begun on January 19th. They began on January 19th. I guess there's a couple more weeks left, though. That's so you can call 617-868-2900 for more information or make appointment. And also, there are other locations in the city, in the area, that are offering free tax preparations, and one of them is the Cambridge Public Library. That's 449 Broadway, Cambridge. Free tax assistance from February 15th to April 15th. A couple more weeks left. In the main library community room on Fridays, 12 to Fridays 12 to 4:30 p.m. Saturday 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. and on 3 Mondays 5 p.m. 5 to 8 p.m. That's March 28th. That's gone. April 4th, you can still go there on April 4th. Get your tax prepared for free. And April 11th, okay? We keep slipping off in different directions here, okay? Let's see if we can get this back. All right, here we go. Okay, so additional information. Okay, okay, you must bring your Social Security card, state ID, issued ID, and any tax fax forms you have received. That's W-2, 1099, and HC. No appointment necessary. So there's a Cambridge Economic Opportunities Committee, 11 Emmons Street, Cambridge, and the Cambridge Public Library, 449 Broadway, for free tax preparations. Okay, so you don't forget now. You make sure you get on out there and get that business taken care of. Guess what? There's less than 80 days before the holy month of Ramadan. That's Ramadan 2017. That's the Muslims' holy month. So stay tuned to this broadcast for additional information on a countdown to the days of Ramadan. Okay, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, if one person informs another about Ramadan, the hellfire becomes haram for him. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, and April 14th to April 16th, 2007, at the Baltimore Convention Center, Easter weekend, the ICNA, that's the Islamic Center Community of North America, and the Muslim Association of Students, I believe that's MAS, I believe, they're having a joint convention in Baltimore. That's Baltimore Convention Center, April 14th to 16th, 2007, Easter weekend. And the theme of that convention is Quest for True Success, Divine Message of Moses, Jesus, and Muhammad, peace be on them. So confirmed speakers will be Iman Siraj Wahaj, Naim Bag, Noman Ali Khan, Dr. Yasser Qadir, Sheikh Abdul Nasser Jangda, Sheikh Syed Taslim Hamza Zortis, Abdul Rahman Murphy, Dr. Susie Ishmael, Shia Yusuf Islahi, Sheikh Abdul Rahman Khan, Dr. Jamal Badawi, Sheikh Muqtabar Mark Roy, Congressman Keith Ellison, Dr. Delia Fama, Eamon Khalid Gregg, Duna Shoaib, Dr. L.T. Hussain, and much more. Attractions like the youth conference, huge bazaar, sisters and children event, Camille show and rides, live entertainment, midnight basketball, matrimony services, and a halal food court. So there's a discount, a 15% discount for pre-registrations. That's and that ends April 4, 2017. For additional information about registration, etc., you can call 718-658-1199, or you can go to the website of ICNA, and that's www.icnaconvention.org. That's Quest for True Success, okay? Divine Message of Moses, Jesus, and Muhammad, and that's at the Baltimore Convention Center, April 14, 6 to 16, 2017, Easter weekend. So if you're heading towards Baltimore on Easter weekend, that's the
we need
place
to take action,
okay.
and we will, at a time and place of our own choosing. Some of it may be...
Okay, this is that's not what I want to do for you, but that slipped in there. Anyway, one more thing. At North Fork and Bishop Allen Drive, pretty soon the Cambridge Farmers Market will be opening for the spring, summer season, fall season. But right now, you can still go to 5 Calendar Street. The Cambridge Winters Farmers Market is still open, and they're at 5 Calendar Street every Saturday from 10 to about 3 p.m. And there's all kind of fresh produce, etc., for you. So you still have until about April 17th, and they'll be switching to summer over at Bishop Allen Drive and North Fork Avenue. So you stay tuned to the History, Community Life, Diversity of Muslim Americans in New England for more information, detail about when the Cambridge Summer Farmers Market take effect, because I know everybody loves fresh produce. You can't do without it. Okay, I'm Hassan Rashid. That's just about it for me and for this weekend. But don't forget now, April 18th, the Syracuse 8 will be at the Sullivan Chambers in the Cambridge City Hall. It's from 6 to 8 p.m. So write that down and tell a friend about it. You don't want to miss that one. Okay, I'm Hassan Rashid. It's always excellent being here with you. And it's such a great achievement to come into your lives like we do. So remember that superior wisdom can never be subjected by inferior wisdom. So until next time, I leave you with the international cordial of peace, sanity, goodwill, etc., and that is Assalamu alaikum. Okay.
Explicit and publicized, some of it may not be. But Mr. Putin is well aware of my feelings about this because I spoke to him directly about it.
It's interesting that Muslims were not here. Would there be any loss to America? If the answer is no, then we got a big problem. If the answer is yes, there is a big loss because Muslims serve such and such.
And I mean, the president has
then we are doing our job.
Okay, now I think we got this closeout ready for you. Hold on. All ready. Closeout.
Why are we relevant as Muslims in America? If Muslims were not here, would there be any loss to America? If the answer is no, then we got a big problem. If the answer is yes, there is a big loss because Muslims serve such and such a role, then we are doing our job.
The MPAC DC Policy Summit is a great opportunity for young leaders across the nation to meet other young Muslim Americans, to network. You're going to different agencies such as Department of Homeland Security, the State Department, meeting with members of Congress, you're meeting with the White House, and the whole purpose is so they learn how to engage in dialogue, to ask the hard-hitting questions regarding policy, to help them paint the picture of what Muslim American youth and young leaders really look like.
It's about producing leaders, not just for the Muslim American community, but these are American leaders, leaders for our society.
The purpose of the program is really all about leadership development. What we try to do is ensure that they have the access and the ability to be part of that civic process. The way we change perceptions is to ensure that young people